Welcome to today's custom-tailored deep dive. We are looking at an exhaustive and highly dense scientific document detailing Utah's notorious 512-acre Skinwalker Ranch.
Right. There is a lot to get through.
There really is. And our mission for you today is to basically cut straight through that information overload. We want to extract the concrete facts and find those real aha moments.
Well, because it's a dense subject.
Mhm.
We're looking at recent data that challenges how we understand our physical environment. We have to separate the real anomalies from the noise.
Okay, let's unpack this. Because the property has this wild evolution. You've got the baseline Navajo Skinwalker folklore. Then it becomes the site of a covert $22 million Pentagon investigation. You're probably familiar with the AAWSEP. And now it's basically a radically transparent, modern scientific laboratory.
Exactly. And to really appreciate these new disclosures, we just need a quick reminder of the timeline. You had a quiet 60-year baseline under the Myers family homestead. Then abruptly, you get the Sherman family's nightmare in 1994, which was really defined by those bloodless surgical cattle mutilations.
Yeah, that was the huge escalation. But looking at the new 2026 biological disclosures, it completely reframes those older stories. I mean, the no-rot phenomenon alone is wild.
What's fascinating here is the sheer biological impossibility of it. We have credentialed biologists revealing data that shows the ranch seemingly suspends taphonomy, basically the normal process of decay.
Like with that skunk.
Yes. They found a dead skunk on the property that remained perfectly preserved and pliable for 3 years.
3 entire years.
Right. And to verify this, researchers observed a dead starling. While it was inside the ranch's boundary, it simply didn't decay. But the exact second it was physically removed from the property, it began decomposing violently.
Which implies there's some sort of localized environmental field there sterilizing cellular breakdown. And the genetic data is just as strange. They tested a large canine skull found on site, they call it the crypto wolf, and found the DNA was 10% known wolf and 90% entirely unknown to modern genetics.
The anomalies even extend into the sky. They strapped a state-of-the-art GPS tracker to a falcon, and the telemetry data recorded the bird flying straight through the solid rock of the property's mesa.
Straight through the rock. So that means the sensors are either being intentionally spoofed or we're looking at spatial anomalies that just defy standard physics.
Exactly.
But the physical anomalies with the animals actually pale in comparison to the digital anomalies. That is where the 1.6 gigahertz debate comes in. The research team is constantly measuring this erratic radio frequency, which coincides with severe GNSS disruptions and radiation spikes.
Though we do need to look at the balanced, highly terrestrial counterarguments here.
Right, the skeptics.
Skeptics point out that 1.6 gigahertz is a heavily used frequency band. Those signals could simply be Iridium communication satellites, L-band aviation radars, or military airborne data hubs.
Just bouncing off the ground.
Precisely. The Uinta Basin's Earth is highly magnetic and rich in gilsonite, creating the perfect condition to bounce these everyday signals and give the illusion of a localized broadcast.
So what does this all mean? Why should you, listening right now, care about jammed signals in the Utah desert? It's because enterprise cybersecurity experts are actively studying this ranch.
It is a fascinating pivot.
It is, because its localized electronic disruptions perfectly mimic advanced state-sponsored digital network breaches. The ranch has accidentally become a proving ground for the next generation of cyber-physical warfare.
And we connect this to the bigger picture. Physicists think they finally know what's actually causing those disruptions. It comes down to the P3L hypothesis.
Break that down for us.
The geological mesa bisecting the property is made of sedimentary rock, but it contains 20% quartz. Under extreme geological or thermal stress, that quartz acts like a massive battery.
Just naturally generating power.
Yes. Through the piezoelectric effect, physical pressure creating electricity. That stress generates a 500 kilovolt charge that shoots up through the rock, ionizes the atmosphere, and creates a floating plasma lens.
And because plasma is highly ionized, it effectively acts as a brick wall for electromagnetic signals.
Perfectly explaining why the GPS scrambles, the gamma radiation spikes, and why they record optical illusions where lasers bend or vanish midair.
So whether this ranch is hiding classified Cold War artifacts like that pristine 1964 nickel they inexplicably drilled out from deep inside solid undisturbed sedimentary rock, or it's demonstrating radical new physics, it fundamentally challenges our understanding of reality.
It absolutely does. And it raises an important question that I want to leave you to think about today.
Yeah. If natural geological stress on quartz can generate invisible plasma lenses that mimic UFOs and block military-grade GPS, how many other legendary haunted or sacred sites across the globe are actually just undiscovered, highly volatile electromagnetic batteries waiting to be mapped?